Greg. Mike. Two bandits. Watching Bluey.
This episode is called Shaun.
What up, party people, and welcome
Goodness.
to episode
Gosh.
50.
We are halfway to a million.
Two bandits watching Bluey. I'm your go-punk Greg Painter.
There he is. He's very loud right now.
And with me,
Yep.
the cutest emo in all the land. His name's
Oh, and I am Mike Martin. Thank you so much for hanging out with me too, man.
50 episodes. Granted, we're still like in for real life 60-ish episodes because we don't really number the brackets or the brums
And the
or
sneaky
the other
Christmas holiday one you did where you just sang me a beautiful poem.
After today, we will have talked about 50 flippin' episodes of Bluey.
Prefacing this entire episode, my favorite thing moving forward. It's not my favorite thing of the episode. My favorite thing moving forward is going to be not having to click the button 500 times on Disney Plus to try to get to the episode moving forward because we're going to get to season 2 and I can just say episode 1.
You enjoy that for about 4 or 5 months and then you'll be in the same issue.
Best winner ever. Whatever.
But this is a
episode.
This is a heck of an episode.
Yep.
Because we're talking Shaun. We are talking Olivia Painter's favorite episode of season 1 here, my friend.
That's right.
And I can't wait to talk about it. But first,
okay. Wow. He's going right for it, folks.
we need to see what our friends at Wiki Blue have to say about this.
Oof. Hey, Greg.
Yeah.
What's a Shaun? Wow, we're going right for it.
Bluey and Bingo try to convince Bandit to get a pet.
Yes.
But he insists they already have a pet. A disobedient emo called Shaun. Bandit's hand transforms into Shaun, and the siblings learn how to look after their new pet by feeding, bathing, and walking him. That's a lot of words.
That's a lot of sentence.
Biggie.
And I give shout out to Greg for eloquently reading all of these synopses. Just shout out to you. Appreciation for your Wiki Bluey.
I'm so good at reading.
I don't know if you like. Do you pre-work the readings or
I wanted to be surprised.
It's always fresh.
That's why I giggled when I heard the siblings. And it's
siblings,
like, that's very. Somebody wanted a different noun that they wanted to slap in there. Don't sisters.
Hey, Wiki Bluey,
kids, the siblings.
do you want to hire us? We could help you out. Oodles.
Their father Bandit. But no, this again, Liv's favorite episode.
Yes.
This one is a legit. We start it, and she starts smiling before anything gets going on, and she is just gut laughing for 90% of the episode.
My notes on this episode are about 95% about 60 seconds of what the episode is doing, and then the episode just happens, and I'm just enjoying it. So
it's just fun.
It is gonna be high on the rank.
Now here's the question.
Okay.
Does Shaun live in your house from time to time?
No, Shaun does not
Really?
exist here. Booyah!
Oh, Livy had a solid month where almost every single day she was playing Shaun.
Just so many merps.
So many merps. She's not as violent as they get in it.
Oh,
But she's just merp.
I don't think. Well, I mean, to put Livy in the Bingo shoes there. Bingo doesn't really live in the violent, hectic, chaotic world that Shaun lives in. She's just enjoying Shaun being around.
And that's one of my first big no's. Because we hop in here.
Okay.
And Bandit's reading his paper, which I enjoy. We've got
Too soon.
Oh.
I made a note for the first time in 50 episodes, because they do a cut to the house on the cul-de-sac, what have you. It's bin day. Is it always bin day when they do a cut to the house?
Yes, there's always bins in that.
It's on the when you got me the record for the vinyl for the Bluey record, and also is it always bin day?
It's always. I'm pretty sure. We'll have to keep looking forward.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure every single day the bins are in front of that house.
I mean, we can rewatch all 50 episodes.
Oh,
of
we
course.
have many a time.
But that's an interesting thought. Also, purple trees. I don't know why I'm paying so much attention to the interesting cut to the intro, but there was at least
Australia's
oodles.
magic. Again, confirmed by Justin from Blues Brisbane.
Yep.
Australia is in fact that magical. So
much
I buy
purple.
it. Purple
Okay.
trees.
That's fine. Also, one last bit. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. What? So on top of their house, they have something swirling. Is it like a chimney?
Yeah.
They have? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You keep looking at that. You're not looking at the episode. You're looking not a visual medium.
Not a visual medium.
But you're looking at the picture from the vinyl.
When you watch
not
the intro, there's
anything from
something
the intro.
swirling like on top of their house. It looks
Probably
like a
weather
chimney.
Vane. Like a weather vane? If it's
Is it a
moving,
weather
it's probably
vane?
a weather vane. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that. Oh, it's a handful of my notes. Back to where you were. Sorry.
Is that the 60 seconds that all of your notes are based on? Because if so, I'm concerned.
I'm halfway through the page. I came to play.
Oh, no.
No, we're looking. We have he's reading the newspaper,
Well,
right?
for deep diving stuff, then newspaper.
Yes.
We got soccer dog on the back.
Yep. Okay.
We've got I think 2 dogs signing a peace accord, maybe.
Politics. I had question
And
mark?
then I think that we have some talk about the environment being in shambles because we got a planet followed by a bulldozer.
I have space and construction problems. And then also at the bottom of it, is it an advertisement for phone cases?
We won't find out because Dad.
Oh man,
Love this line. What do you hillbillies want?
Quality.
I don't know why. I don't think he's ever called them before or after a hillbilly, but that's just great.
I'm curious if Bandit if they always have him just create a new nickname for the Littlies because he's done. What do you,
if
Mob?
Bandit does
want?
or if Dave does? Because I feel like it's Dave just kind of just shooting off the cuff.
Yep, I can see that because he's just. We'll get to that, but there's a couple lines that Dave just demolishes in this episode.
Yes.
So it's hillbillies. I'm curious if it was written or not. Hey, people that wrote the script for Bluey, was that written or was that a Dave thing? Was it a Dave thing?
Was it?
Curious.
Hey, everybody listening.
Yeah.
If you know Dave McCormick's email or phone number, hook us up because then we'll ask him too.
Dave, we got questions.
Dave, if you're listening,
Yep.
reach out. Don't be shy.
Custard is awesome. Just
Custard
so you know.
is awesome. It's delicious. Oh, you mean the band?
Oh,
Yeah,
we haven't
they're
gotten
also
to flan
good.
yet. Don't
They're
worry.
also good yet. They want a pet.
Oh, interesting question.
Pets always end up taking over the place, which is very true.
Gets kind of meta here.
Very, very crazy. With your household, you have double the pets of normal. Shout out Amber the dog. You are dog sitting for your parents.
Yes, I am watching Amber Jane while my parents go to Fenway Park to see Aerosmith live because, it's got to be done. But,
Well, they don't want to miss a thing. I can't blame them.
Oh, he didn't even sing it. We got stained last week, but he chose to back off and stealing Steven Tyler. Yes, and how do this kind of brings it back to the
What are
the
cats?
bumpy. What are pets?
Yeah.
Like, is a goldfish a pet or is
An emo's a pet, apparently.
an emu can be a pet
A
apparently?
goldfish. I feel like cats, in a lot of ways, are pets or pet-esque.
Yep.
But I haven't seen many details on what they do. I'm trying to think of anybody who's... Don't we have an episode where somebody's walking a something?
Yes.
Or am I just thinking pushing a stroller?
Maybe pushing a stroller?
Maybe.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
but
have an
that
answer
is
to
a
that.
very- What? Hey, Bluey. What is pets?
What
am
pet,
pets?
what pet is?
Tell you what a pet is. Pet is Shaun!
Um.
We already have one.
Okay, so we do
And
have
this-
so emus are pets. Got it.
This is one of my favorite, showing where this episode's going.
Yes.
Because Bluey sees Shaun, eyes get huge, she jumps over the couch,
The
and
eyes.
Bingo is just, yes!
Yes.
Shaun!
See, so it's one of those fun things, and I see this every now and then. So I'm gonna start calling this out because we have created our conspiracy theory boards, but some people are saying, this episode connects with that episode, but this one is in the timeline here and there.
By some people, you mean us, right?
There's other people out there that are doing that.
That's very crooked politician-y. Some people are saying that this
Some-
it's
yes.
us.
It's
We're
not
some people.
It is not a 24-second political commercial of Kyle was saying that bike is connected to the Pirates episode, but we kind of did. But yes, this one it's fun because it's something that has happened in the past because Shaun's back. They know who Shaun is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, emu. Emu?
I was going to bring
Does
this
your children know? Do your children know what an emu is?
based on this episode, yes. Bluey's educating them left and right.
Okay, so you could show them 5 pictures of what could be emu, and they'd be able to be like,
Yeah.
that ostrich-looking thing is an emu?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because we've watched Shaun 1,000 times, and the question was, hey, what's an emu?
Okay.
Not as adorably as you say, hey, Greg, what's a Shaun?
Hey,
At the start of every episode,
What's an
but
emu? Do you feel in any way, as an aficionado when it comes to the other animated greatness, that this is any way a shout out to The Simpsons?
Elaborate?
The Emu Farm, where I think it was the Tobacco episode, where Bart he tried to convince Homer to do something else, but Marge said, "Oh, we can invest in the Emu Farm." And he's like, "Emu Farm."
You're precious. Or you're hilarious. One of the. I'm gonna go with a no.
Oh man,
I think emus are just a thing.
I knew
that
Brom brought up The Simpsons when we talked to him, so that's where it was my kind of.
I think there's a lot of Simpsons-esque things they do. I don't necessarily think the existence of emus is that deep. Now, if they were selling tobacco, I'd be with you.
Okay, cool. It kind of gave me vibes with that. Like I heard it. I'm like, how many times have I heard about emus in my entire life? I was about to say,
you don't hear enough about emus.
There's
that commercial. There's that commercial where there's an emu for some sort of something. Geico, maybe?
Is it? Oh, yeah.
You and your emu hate. Unbelievable.
Nailed it. Cool.
Bingo's excited. Bluey, not so much. We want a real pet.
Yes.
And that's when it starts.
Oh, here's
right
Shaun.
On Bluey's forehead.
Here's Shaun, folks.
Shaun does not like being called not real. Very clearly. We get the confirmation from Bluey. We've been talking about our Bingo. What a cute little emu.
The pet is so it is a pet, of course, but her petting Shaun is the cutest thing. Like it shows kind of Bingo's vibe of what she's gonna bring to this episode.
Bingo's not getting attacked by Shaun. Know why?
No, I don't.
Too rough. Because this happened just a little bit after.
With the yoga ball?
Exactly.
Oh, look at you!
Not being too rough. Boom. Talking about conspiracy lines are there. Some people say, hey, know what I heard? Some people say this happened after Yoga Ball.
This kind of tracks. So, I think, and it's just, it hit, it hit right away, but this episode is about them teaching how to raise children to their own children.
No, it's teaching them how to have a pet, my dude.
I'm not sure about it. Calm and controlled? We'll get to that, but...
Literally, this is okay.
You think it's just about pets?
We just had a bandit pet, so I don't want to do another one.
No,
but this is
no prickle bush happening.
This is literally them explaining the things you have to do to take care of it. Because you don't put a leash on a kid. Well,
that's also
some
true.
people do, but I am not touching that right now.
I'm not going
to touch that with a yes, sir.
So
anyway,
let's get to some. Oh,
you've got
now Shaun's alive.
You've got to show you're in charge. Shaun, sit. Now tax bandit. Boom. Because you know how kids, you just yell at them to sit, and they jump and bite your face.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong about this already. Yeah, cool. Gonna just call my bluff right away then. Dang it. I'll try it when Finn gets home from school, but...
Good luck.
Finn, sit!
Girls think they got it figured out, though. Shaun just needs some food. How about some cereal?
It's still early. So when when Bandit wakes up, it is morning. Right out of the gate, right?
I think it's not... It's morning-ish, because it's newspaper time.
Okay.
It's not the first second of the day, but we're still getting our bearings. It's probably like 9, 10-ish, I would give it.
I think I kind of appreciate the fact that Bandit isn't reading the newspaper on his phone. I love the fact that he actually has the paper. And it seems like it's a consistent habit of Bandit.
This is the olden days. This is based...
It was like what was the show public? It was
put out in 2018, but it's based on the late 90s, so...
Okay, shout out Post Standard. What's up? Thank you for the Sunday papers. Also,
you
shout out
know
to
that
Brent.
It's based on the late 90s?
Huh? It's based on us, so...
It's late 90s. I just made that up, but you look really confused. I love it.
Okay, cool.
Cereal, not so much. Slaps it out of his hand.
What kind of cereal is it?
That kind of looked a little bit like a Fruit Loopy type of situation. Maybe an Oops All Berries.
Give me a zoom in on this. Oh, so we've got a big old circle Cheerio. You got strawberries. You got blueberries. It looks like there's cherries at the bottom of it.
I don't think there's actual... I think that's one of those cereals that show a whole bunch of pictures of fruit on the box where there's no fruit to be found. If you want the fruit, do it yourself, sucker.
When Shaun gets involved, you see the fruit, so...
Those are like crunch berries.
What would you call that cereal?
Berrios.
Okay, cool. I call them weird feather...
Or Aussios.
Flakes. Aussie ooh. Aussie ooh.
Aussie oohs.
in that scene, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff going on, but it does have like the reason why I think it is kind of morning vibe is in the background when they're hanging out with Shaun with food happening. There is that like floaty dust in the background. They actually put like whoever the animators had a good time in this episode, and I appreciate that.
A lot of really fun lighting too, like the lighting of the day.
Very much so. That's why I think it is like early morning brekkie time. Also, they're eating breakfast.
That helps.
That makes sense. Sunflower seeds for
Not
breakfast.
so much for breakfast. Well, we do every time we look in that fridge. There are some sort of seeds or something. Where I was kept calling them almonds, so maybe they are sunflower seeds. I don't know.
I mean, pro sunflower seeds over there.
Not so much.
Really?
I'll have them, but then I'll pretty much do what Shaun did and just
I like sunflower seeds. I put them on my salads. They're delicious.
on your salads.
For breakfast, no. But
You don't win friends with salad.
oh,
Speaking of Simpsons,
2 for 2, baby.
boom shakalaka.
It's time for flan.
It's time. Poor Bingo goes over to open the fridge, and Shaun just beeline for the tree line.
Goes ham.
They
They
go ham,
slam
go
the
flan.
fridge door on Shaun's hand.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah.
do you know what a flan is?
You mean the caramel flan, caramel pudding, caramel custard dessert with a
Wow.
layer of clear caramel flavor?
You
I
are
need some more flan in my life.
dude, you are so off. I don't know what you were searching, but that's clearly wrong. A flan is an enemy species from Final Fantasy. As they are gelatinous, cylindrical creatures, generally possessing large eyes and a mouth that keeps up a majority of the front of their body.
Oh!
They have stubby arms, and they spurt from the sides of bodies.
And live in Bluey's fridge.
Yeah. Wow. You are way off, my dude, but that's
Swing and
okay.
Sweet, cool. Well, we're making flan wrong out here in upstate New York, apparently.
Shout out if you're playing Final Fantasy VI
Yep.
and you make it to the capital city
Yep.
for the first time and you're going through. If you fall down in the trash compactor, they have ice and they have Thunder Flan down there. You can get so much EXP.
Oh, you mean
so much EXP?
Thunder flan?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
I thought
much
you were talking fridge flan.
EXP.
Oh.
Moving on.
Oops, all berries. Oh,
Sean doesn't come out.
fruit.
Sean doesn't come out with flan. Sean comes out with a pizza.
Pizza!
That is way too wet of a pizza for fridge pizza.
Well, I think
Because
that
he's all sorts of mess. Although that could be the flan.
that is the caramel flan that's on the hand, so that's why.
The thunder flan. But
Thunder
anyway,
flan.
all sorts of mess.
Oh.
Just Bluey saying you need a bath now, and just right in Bluey's poor forehead. Just foodstuffs all over.
Including fruit from Oops All Fruitios, whatever you
Or the flan.
all the Ossios. But it's another, I think.
Never eat.
As-
I'm going to do a pause right there.
Go
Never
ahead.
eat fruit that comes inside of a cereal because that is not fruit.
That's
That
not a
is
pause
so
situation. I kind of absolutely
deep.
agree with you.
No thanks. I'm
Dehydrated
fine.
don't put that in your wheat thins.
Unless they can do it different in Australia.
Hey, kudos. Hey, whoever's a sponsor that wants to hang out and do cereal stuff with the two bandits, we're here.
Banditos. How is there not a Bluey cereal yet?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, we couldn't. I could not make that happen. So I'm not gonna put that into mass production personally.
Never know.
I think
Bandits Watching Bluey presents Banditos.
I think
and presents getting sued.
as yes, that too. Unless they want to hang out with that. I think as Bluey's getting a little bit older, I think that this is where Bandit is getting more used to it because with the whole wallops that happened, or wallops. I apologize. He's getting a little bit more okay with kind of whopping her. So the merps are happening a little quicker and a little faster and a little. Boink!
And that's probably where Bluey learns to jab.
Ooh.
When we go,
Is
hospital.
later in time then?
Who knows?
Wow.
We know because we have our
We have the
conspiracy
full
board.
list. Don't worry.
One day we'll
Absolutely.
show.
One day you'll learn it.
Hey, did you know emus hate having sink baths? 'Cause I learned that today. Because we were making all sorts of messes. We're splashing.
To the sank.
Shampoo all up in their eyes.
Dog shampoo in a emu's eyes probably won't end well.
I did enjoy that because the shampoo bottle was shaped like a dog bone.
Correct
That was
statement.
very... Got to be careful with that. You cannot wash a pet with people shampoo. So I'm assuming you can't wash an emu with dog shampoo.
That probably makes more sense than what I originally was talking about when it came to raising a child. I get that. I loved that when they came into the bathroom.
I'm very curious for Finn's feral upbringing. If this is, we put a leash around his neck and we tell him to sit.
It's got pink.
He eats food out of our hands.
It's got spikes right around the neck, just ready to roll. The photo that's outside of the bathroom is really cool because it's just Bandit and Chili, but Bandit doesn't have any scruff. It's clean Bandit.
I'll have to go back and check that. I did not notice that.
They're traveling, and he doesn't have the grays in his beard.
When he was a youngin'.
Oh, Will Bandit's going out there and taking on the world.
Bandit.
No mullet, so no.
True. Shaun's mad, ripping up the couch.
Oh, Shaun.
Cue Chili.
Here's
my favorite. One of my favorite parts of it. I didn't say favorite. One of my favorite.
I see the way you go. But
we get the eye roll, and Shaun's back. This gave me very big Unicorse vibes. Like, I feel like Shaun and Unicorse are like best friends. They hang out on the weekends.
They all hang out with the lawyer on things.
They're the people who are at the bar talking way too loud, and people just don't want to go in if they see that they're there. The people at the ball game who are like micromanaging every place. They're just the worst.
They're
to
just
hang out
here. I have a lot of thoughts about it, but I'm gonna save that part for me for later.
For something else. I wonder what it could be.
Yeah, it's Chili showing up, and there's a whole bunch of love going on in that moment.
I enjoy. Bluey tells Mom what's going on. Shaun's not listening.
Shaun's back.
Sit. Right down.
And Shaun obliges.
Yes.
I think it's one of those days, at least, that Bandit is saying, "I've got the kids today. Don't worry about it." Because Chili's there for that moment, and then where do they go after this?
I think it's more improv, loosey goosey everything because we'll get there. But before we do, how'd you get him to listen? Just stay calm and controlled. It's a simple-minded creature, really. Then we get the goose.
Boo hiss.
We get the Shaun Chili Goose.
That's right.
And this is a Brum. This is a shout out to the
Brum
Brum
moment.
Ooh, you shouldn't have done that, Shaun.
The way he says that line, and there's so much that happens,
and not just how he says the line though, but how he's animated there. He's a cheeky dad right there with his eyes are squinted. He's got a smile. He's like, let's see what happens now.
He looks at his chili.
What you gonna do?
And his tail wags too, just slightly. Like if you watch it, he's having a moment there with his chili, and then all right, I'm gonna go back to hanging out with the kids. But the look in his eyes, he's like, "Oh, you shouldn't have that one, Shaun." Like, "Oh, Dave, come on."
Emo can't be tamed. Still thinking he's all clever.
If only there was someone to just show how crazy Shaun could be. Which way do we go? We go outside for
walkies.
Oh, and guess what?
That was well played. That's why I'm saying I don't think this necessarily was meant to be the whole day. Chili just pulled a quick one, and it's like, we're gonna play this game. Let's go for a walk then. It's like,
I'm gonna go take a bath.
You
Chili's
win.
out. I'm gonna go swimming in the pool.
Congrats.
They don't have a pool, but I'm gonna go hang out. You got this one, Bandit. Go get him, bud. And he has the eye drop. And he's just like, well played, babe. Like it's very much Chili getting her way in a good situation.
She is, but I think there's slight regret because we get the collar on.
Mm-hmm.
Bandit / Shaun pieces, and she just says, "Oh dear."
They are going full Shaun.
A little bit more.
Never go full Shaun.
Never go full Shaun.
Oh.
Now here's a part.
Okay.
Where I think Bandit makes his point that maybe
the too far
meter? They don't need a pet yet.
Too far meter.
Well, first off, too far meter. Shaun, did you know that destroying mail is a federal crime? So wait, Shaun,
what's destroying
you're
federal
going
mail?
To jail, Shaun. At least in America. I'm not sure what laws they have against destroying somebody else's, because that's not their number 2 mailbox.
Mess with jail.
That is
mess with mail. You're in jail.
That is number 13. That's no Wendy. That's no Doreen. Might be a Lucky.
You think it's Lucky's
might
house?
Be Pat. I don't know.
Pat's out and about. He's kind of doing his thing.
Hey kids. Don't mess with the mail. It's a federal offense.
Don't mess with the mail
in America.
At least here, yeah, we can't do that here.
But then that's not where it goes too far.
Yep.
We've got Bluey then correcting Shaun, tugs on the leash.
Yep. Gets harsh.
Dude, that's not how you pet.
No,
That's not the pet. Like, that's not how you pet Bluey.
They're out and about. It's a bit much.
I'm talking Simpsons stuff. You got my Simpsons brain rocking now. It's like when Santa's little helper was having behavioral issues.
Oh.
And Bart's trying to correct him, and it's just like, rah, 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 rah. And Santa's little helper can't hear him. He's like, pull the leash, boy. Pulls it, chokes out poor little Santa's little helper. Such a sad moment.
Yeah.
Poor Shaun was so upset.
At what point in time? So has Greg broken in this episode yet, or would you still be committing to the bits?
Oh, I broke. I wouldn't be leaving. I wouldn't be leaving the house to do walkies. I don't think.
Okay.
With a pink bedazzled collar on my hand.
And that in no way will be a bandit Matt. But yes, okay. Just making sure that.
Yeah, I don't think who wins with that. If the bet is I walk you around the block with a collar on your hand, I don't know if there's a winner on either side of that for us.
Anybody? Yeah, nobody hashtag bandit bet anything involving this episode, please.
Because you know you would lose
thank
again,
you.
but that's okay.
So how's 13?
This is not acceptable behavior.
Whoa.
How's 13?
How did he get the mail so easily out of the mailbox? He went through the backside of it and just started hucking mail. Somebody was receiving about 45 letters because the mail was everywhere.
It's their birthday.
Is that what you think it was?
Yes.
The holiday season for birthdays?
It's their birthday, or it's the late 90s. Instead of doing an RSVP for a party online, they're sending the letters back in the mail.
Are you trying to make
Facebook
this show?
didn't exist.
Oh,
Bandit was a kid in the 80s. Just saying.
Oh, man.
He's either a 45-year-old dog, or
They don't live that long. I just want to make sure you knew that.
Whoa. That is way too real right now, Mike. Moving on.
Oops, all banditos.
Hey, look, it's Lucky's dad. Attack. That's back-to-back
He's having a bad couple
episodes
weeks, man.
of poor Lucky's dad getting walloped by a healer.
In this one, I think he's kind of like, oh, this one's a bit much because it's not the kiddos.
He's got that Lucky's dad smile, though.
He does have the smirk, but it's not Bluey going at him. It's not Bingo, and it's not Chili, so he doesn't have that cheeky smile. It's Bandit's hand. So if you came flying out of nowhere, like, meh, meh, and even somehow he knows what the game is, too.
Oh, Shaun's back.
Like, well,
Hey, Janelle, Shaun's back. Again, Janelle, shout out.
Is this OG?
She stays hiding.
Janelle?
She stays hiding for 2 more seasons, but that's her first shout out.
Okay.
I think her first shout out, actually. We would have had a Janelle comment.
I read
before.
on, I think, the Wiki Bluey that she was shouted out earlier, but I don't recall the word because I think it was just the last episode, but I don't think it was.
Again, I don't read Wiki Blueys. I'd bring it from my heart.
Ooh.
From my heart.
I did not read it this episode, just so everybody
You just said
knows.
you read it. You said you read it on Wiki
I watched the episode with closed captioning on. Gosh. So, not my favorite character. Lucky's dad does do a great job in this 30 seconds. He does a knee grab where he's in pain. Bingo jumps on his belly before
we get even to that part.
Yes.
Well, when Shaun's still attacking, sorry, he doesn't like dogs.
And he says to him, he's like, go limp. He literally, and it says it in the captioning where it says, he whispers, he's like, go limp. Like, this is how we break free. This is how you undo the situation. And like his dad's just like, okay, sorry, I got it. And he goes, and then Bingo is still in it.
Right after Bandit runs away to chase the bin chicken. And then
what's the bin chicken? I mean, we haven't gotten to bin night.
It's a bin chicken.
What is it?
What's a pigeon?
Is that what a pigeon?
Well, that's an Australian pigeon, basically.
Is it?
Yeah.
They're super terrifying. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
A little intimidating.
Some ferocious beak action.
Speaking of that episode,
sure.
Shout out Joff music. That music in the background of that episode had a lot of Bin Night vibes to me.
It did.
With the music that Bluey was playing on the little flute thingy.
My dude, it was some sort of a flute, whether it was a pan flute or a recorder or something. But Oh, look at. Oh, gosh. We're growing up. Episode 50. We're getting there. And it's
Crescendo.
something
We're
dangerous.
crescendoing into something special.
So, this will never happen. Ever.
But
ever.
I don't want you to miss your moment, though, because you were talking the Bluey, or the bingo climbing over Lucky's dad moment. You had to...
She just kind of... It shows how close that Pat is with the healers. Bingo literally just hops right on his belly and runs away.
And then the eyes, I was like...
Right, like he feels the feel, and then they run away, and he kind of smirks, like... That's his squad, and also, we don't know how often... I mean, I hope one day that we do get that whole Lucky and Lucky's dad episode. I want exclusively... Similar to what we get with the octopus...
Oh, yeah.
With Chloe... I would love to see it with Lucky.
Let's follow Lucky's dad around.
Oh, that would be great.
I can handle that. We kind of sort of have that in The Decider.
Uh-huh.
In that episode that's not in America, so we definitely haven't seen it.
Oh.
But that's a very Golden Retriever family-esque followed episode. We still got our healers hanging out, but that's very Retriever strong.
I see. Yeah, I got you on that.
But I can't wait to eventually see it.
Maybe one day.
What Ben is excited to see, though, is that bin chicken.
Ugh.
Sean's
Prickle
going
bushes.
for it.
Oh man!
Straight towards the pricker bushes.
So we don't have a lot of pricker bushes hanging out here in Syracuse, but
No, we do, and know where they are? In front of my house.
Oh, never mind.
Those four big hedges in front of my house are pricker bush central, and I despise them.
so I'm never gonna go. Okay, so that's why we record here.
When I go to weed in that area and just kind of pull out the weeds, it's a very much a
danger zone, baby. Oh, and
danger zone for Bandit too, because the bin chicken's running right for it.
when he's running for it, he's playing Shaun. He's playing Shaun. So he's doing the playful dad thing. He realizes, oh, this could really hurt, and his pupils pop. Well, his eyes pop. Pupils go thin. Like, I should not be doing this.
Bandit wasn't going into that
myself.
bush. Worst case, he was taking a hard right, because that's what bin chicken did.
Beef it on the ground. Just give
Take
up.
a hard right, follow
Pull
that
your
bin
hammy,
chicken.
bro. Just
But
tap out.
Bluey saves the day.
He does. Why?
Stop. He stopped.
Calm and controlled.
Come. He came. Sit. He sat.
Bingo's so excited.
So excited.
dude.
You did it, Bluey. Calm and control. And now, Bandit's day gets so much worse.
It's funny because it should be a weight off the shoulders. You would think that it's all good.
It is
We're
not
moving
good,
forward.
sir. Because
Let's go to the playground.
It's playground time. We take the collar off Shaun, and he's running free.
Yeah.
We're being way too big going down slides with every bump just breaking your tailbone.
I don't have the arm strength. So
We're-
Bandit gets swole.
We're playing tag. We're chasing sticks.
He's holding children on his left arm. His right
That,
arm.
no.
Sean's already tired being lifted all day. And now he's hanging out with what's her
Witten.
friend from Pirates?
Missy. And Witten's
Missy, thank you.
lightweight.
I mean, we know that he Winton is also swole.
And Buddy's not going to give anything on there. Buddy's lucky if they can even stay upright on that arm.
Too soon for Buddy announcement. Thank you. There needs to be more excitement when Buddy appears on the screen. Anytime Buddy appears on screen, there should be much more hype.
Like when Poochie shows up on The Simpsons.
Thank
Hey,
you.
where's Poochie?
Where's Buddy? It's been 13
Look what
episodes.
you did to me. You make one Simpsons comment early in the episode, and I've got like
It's
5
14
out
deep
now.
today, folks. It's
Get on my level.
poor Buddy. Back of the line, Buddy, too. Like, oh.
Buddy's not the
Yeah,
quickest
he's not.
Italy. That might be more behind off camera. If we get like the 4K ultra wide,
Is that where Lucky was all
there
episode?
might be like 10 more people right behind. You never know.
Oh man! And as this like 30 seconds, so you could say 2 hours progress, you just see Bandit's eyes getting heavier,
Slowing
and
down. We're
heavier.
sweating. We're panting.
Oh, because Chili's like, oh, now I can have the afternoon to myself after the morning to myself.
Having cocktails with Wendy.
Where are all the parents at this playground?
We've learned in previous episodes
You can just trust Bandit?
it takes one parent to every 18 just watch Bike. Bandit's got this.
His eyes are just heavy. He's exhausted.
He's got to pay amends now. He's got to Fix the messy mailbox.
What age are the children too old to carry on one arm? I'm thinking like 2.
Yeah,
Tops.
well, they can't even stay sturdy to stay up on that arm
Uh-huh.
at that age. So.
Oh.
But we're fixing the mail. We're apologizing to Lucky's dad.
So lesson learned?
Who is being taught a lesson in this one? The lesson in this one is Bluey is ready for a pet.
Bluey's ready for a
But
pet.
no, Bluey is not ready for a pet.
Bingo's happy. Bandit, I think
The lesson
Chili
is
learned the lesson that I can get away with kind of this letting me enjoy day.
I think the lesson is I distracted Bluey one more day from wanting to get a pet. So hopefully she forgets about it for at least 2 more seasons because they still don't have a pet.
Could you imagine if in the end they said, all right, cool, healers are going to have a pet. I don't know if it's...
I don't know if goldfish and it's just in the background every
Right.
episode.
That or they're like, all right, time for an emu. And it's just, oh no.
That will change the show in so many ways.
Bluey and emu.
Now here's also a very interesting thing to me.
Yes,
We go back to the house.
Yep.
We're walking into the bedroom. Go to sleep, emu. In the morning, we will do it again. It's like
dogs.
it's like 6 p.m. maybe.
Uh-huh.
It's like dusk.
It changes the color scheme. It's got a sepia look to it to where everything gets sunset-esque.
So
In
who
this
really
situation.
won in the end here? Because Bandit gets to go to bed at 6 p.m.
Chili one.
Bandit got to go to bed at 6 p.m. and have a chill 12-hour rejuvenative sleep.
He didn't even put the covers
He's
on
not-
himself, though. Come on, he lied down and crashed because he was exhausted. Do you think he won in that situation? I mean, he did wake up kind of
Chili's
happy.
in charge for the next few hours of the night, and the kids are all revved up.
Yeah, they were ready to go at 4 a.m. or whatever time they woke up. Because Shaun, well, where's Shaun?
Well, Shaun went on holiday to the bush,
Oh,
which I don't know where that is. But
I was gonna ask you,
it's
like,
where emos like to chill.
oh, so the prickle. Well, no, that's the bin chicken. Then where do emus chill?
I think the bush is like the outback, kind of. But I
Okay.
probably just made a lot of Australians real mad by
yeah,
saying that.
bash.
The bush is like, what's what they call Outback Steakhouse. Because that's where that expression comes from.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
But don't worry.
Sean's got little.
Shaun had babies.
Sean's not coming back.
More merps.
I think Sean's
More
out.
damage. Shaun is an absentee father.
I don't know what they say. Sean went to the
Close.
grocery store and didn't come back.
Oh, God. Like Nelson's dad.
Oh no! Oh, we're at 5, baby.
No, not
No,
thank
no
you.
plugs!
Yet. No plugs yet, because, hey, Michael.
No, we have not gotten to the end of the episode
Oh,
yet.
okay.
The end of the episode. I screamed really loud. I apologize to anybody listening. Hopefully you're listening. Thank you. The credits. They say "Mer, mer, mer," while the credits are rolling. You've got the Littlies saying Shaun noises of emus while the credits are playing. So it's a rarity because usually you get like something fun of animation somewhere in there. But in this one you have Bluey and Bingo going meh, 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 as the music's playing. I kind of think that it was kind of fun. So where were we?
Hey, Mike,
Yeah?
what was your favorite thing?
My favorite thing was the Chili scene. Having her show up because Bandit was being Bandit and he was being a goofball. And then Chili shows up and she realizes what's happening. She's like, oh, Shaun's here. And that interaction between Chili and Bandit. And I think it's a little bit of that with the photo frame thing where you see young them together. And then he was being cheeky where he did the He's like, oh, shouldn't have done that, Shaun. So shout out Brum, and shout out Dave. But it went from a dad with children moment to you see the mom and dad interaction of, oh, you goofballs, you cheeky monsters. So,
And you kind of
that
talk
was
about them interacting as a family, too. The nice thing about that is I feel like, and we don't really address this a lot,
Sure.
I know one of my favorite episodes is called The Weekend. I feel like almost every episode takes place on the weekend. We have some in school. We have some here and there. I think a lot of this show is weekend based.
Yes, I think you nailed that on the head because we don't get a lot of episodes that are them coming home from school, or you don't see a lot of Calypso. I mean, how many episodes have we talked about that have included Calypso or even Bluey's teacher or Bingo's teacher? Excuse me. Not a lot. It's the family life, and that's what Brum and the crew were coming across about when they did the show. I mean, you can't do a whole episode about Dunny with, oh, gotta get ready for school now. It's
Exactly.
how today works. So, Greg,
Yo,
do you also have a favorite thing?
I do have a favorite
Tell
thing.
me more. Tell me more. Is it a Simpsons thing?
I like the interaction with Lucky's dad. Lucky's
Ah,
dad just
you
always
got-
brings
Pat's
it's
back.
always fun. Just the Bluey or Bandit just sees Lucky's dad is like, "Yep, we're doing this. I'm gonna full on tackle this fool." And then not just their interaction with him, but like you said, Bingo just they clearly are very close families. Bingo just being comfortable to crawl over. And you said you didn't feel like Lucky's dad felt it as strong playtime at this time. He had that Lucky's dad smirk.
Yeah.
He always feels like he's the Jimmy Fallon of the Blue universe, always slightly breaking, but in a great way.
Oh, Mrs. Healer. All right, so with only we have a whole allotment of characters that show up in the last minute or so of the episode. Who's your favorite character?
Shaun.
It was
It's
Shaun.
gotta be Shaun.
Oh man,
Shaun is just fun and chaotic. Again, Shaun makes so many appearances in my house. Liv's favorite episode. Liv's favorite character. Just thinks it's the funniest thing. She enjoys my goofy, silly humor of like random potty humor and random noise-making humor. So
Shaun's
me and
cheeky.
Liv are ride or die Shaun homies. Hey, Mike.
Yeah,
Who's your favorite character?
buddy.
Really?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Oh no, I wish I could. I would if I could. I can't. I'm just gonna give it to Bandit. Literally, it's Bandit.
Bandit was in this episode for like 5 seconds.
only a moment.
And then it was replaced with Shaun.
transformed.
But whatever.
But he just he wants to try to teach a lesson. He's having a good time, and he's hitting things at different paces. And also, you see that there needs to. I love how much they embrace seeing Bandit and Chili together, and it was a very quick moment of them looking at each other with just parental eyes of we have history together, and hot darn, we love each other a lot.
I don't even-
cheeky look.
I don't think it's not parental eyes. That's love eyes.
It
that's,
is.
That's
Dude,
we're
it's-
parents right now, but I did a thing, and I'm looking at you in a way that
I love my chili. You love your chili. Shout out to all the chilies. So that's why that moment got me. Where like it wasn't Brum saying that made it like break for me a little bit, but you see it when we rewatch it, and you're like, Bandit and they're meant to be
it's
together.
adorable.
Yes. So that's how I go.
Well, how do you go as far as ranking this episode?
I'm gonna stick with my OG answer, even though I haven't experienced that world, but I did give it 18 purple trees that exist in the blue
You and the
backdrop.
purple trees.
I couldn't get out of the intro for some reason. I think I just was looking too hard at the poster I have on my wall. So I did give it 18 purple trees because I would like to see 18 purple trees in front of me. And fall's coming in Syracuse.
Maybe this year they'll pull a swerve on us.
Because
they won't turn orange; they'll turn purple.
I came across a red leaf today. I'm like, oh, fall's coming. And then we rewatched
Oh,
the
that's
episode.
depressing. Really?
Well,
Oh man.
yeah. It is what it is. C'est la vie. We're here, Syracuse. We get snow in a couple months. Let's do this. But right now, how in the world, oh my goodness, does Greg rank episode 50 of Bluey? We're talking about Shaun. How do you rank this one, dude?
I rank this episode 17 burps.
Ow. One less than my 15 or 18 purple trees. So I appreciate that. Yes. And
Purple trees are actually a tree in Australia. We'll talk about after the episode. Thank you, everybody. At Watching Bluey on Twitter. At
us.
Watching Bluey Pod on TikTok.
that's us.
We haven't had anybody send us anything through the email lately. WatchingBluey@gmail.com.
Hey,
Hook
friends.
us up. Send us some audio, your feels, your thoughts about an episode, about a character, about anything Bluey related.
You won't?
Ooh, negging our listeners. Well done. Hop on the Patreon too.
We're coming
we are
strong
gonna-
very soon.
Probably later this week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold myself accountable to that. We'll get at least one up there for y'all
We've got
to listen
some
to.
planned, friends.
Merch, it's up. It's official.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so
Not a visual media.
whoever purchased that shirt, it
I
wasn't
mean, the hundreds and hundreds of people who've purchased so far, right?
I texted Greg right away when the first one was purchased. I have not purchased. Greg did not purchase unless our chilies purchased them for us for Christmas or for our veranda Santa.
Hey, dude.
Thank you so much.
Somebody
That
just
means the
bought a
world to
shirt.
me.
hundreds of shirts sold. What are you talking about? One.
Oh, I
Commit
didn't
to the
finish the sentence.
bit.
That's right. One. But yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
bit.ly/2BWB swag. And lastly,
Oh my gosh.
and most
Is it
importantly,
for a pink leash? I mean, it's not for a purple tree. Pink leash. Pink leash.
if you are a little bit frustrated with your emo friend Shaun,
Slightly.
why don't you go to Mason's Cafe in Cape Tribulation, Queensland?
Okay.
Mason Cafe offers lunch near a beautiful crocodile/stinger-free swimming hole and offers local products including tea, coffee, fruit, fish, and specialty foods such as crocodile, jackfruit, and their famous emu burgers.
No! They're eating Shaun?
That's where Shaun went.
The emo farm?
That's where Shaun went. www.masontours.com.au/cafe. Also, they apparently have tours of that. Well, I'm going to say again, the bush or outback. If they're different things, whoops all berries.
They have tours
They have tours.
to see the Shauns before they go bye-bye?
Exactly.
Oh no!
Let's go. Know why?
Hashtag promo code no tomatoes.
We should go though. Know why?
Why should
Because
we
it's
go?
gotta be done.
Gotta be done.